Content warning. Tone Deaf is rated explicit for mature content and strong language. Spoilers are in every episode, so if you haven't seen the shows we are reviewing, you can always check back in later with us. We'll be here when you get back.
Welcome to Tone Deaf, a theater nerd's guide for their musically challenged spouse. I'm Kay, a musical theater nerd.
And I am Warren, and I am musically challenged.
Is this part of the witch's curse that I don't know about?
I think it's just one of my random moments of insanity.
Alrighty then. Well, before we get to today's episode, we've got some birthdays we need to celebrate.
Woo! Yay for trips around the sun!
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. So happy birthday, Isaiah from the Bird Brain Podcast and Queen Jess.
Woo!
Y'all are awesome. We love you so much, and we just hope that you have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful year ahead of you.
I hope that your next trip around the sun is even better than this current trip around the sun that we're celebrating.
Yes. So, are you ready for today?
No, because your evil look that you were giving me tells me that I'm not ready.
Well, today we're going to talk about whenever you need somebody.
But I mean, whenever I need somebody, I just reach for you, my wife.
Aww, I love you.
I love you.
So this is a classic, actually. It was written by this stellar writing team. It was Mike Stock, Matt Aiken, Pete Waterman, Richard Paul A., and Dick Spatsley. Yes, that is the name. That is the name of one of the writers.
Spatsley.
Yes.
Dick Spatsley.
So this, the album for Whenever You Need Somebody, when it was released, was the 7th best-selling album in the UK in 1987.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, it was really awesome. So I don't want to go too much into the plot of this, because, reasons. So instead we're going to talk about our lead, who also was part of the writing team. So,
was it Dick Spats?
No, it was actually Richard. So he was born February 6th, 1966.
So a different Dick.
Different Dick. He started performing in his church's choir around the age of 10. And he wasn't just a singer, he was also a drummer, and he performed and started bands with his friends all throughout his youth. So he was really big into music, this kid. By 1985, he was a drummer in a band called FBI. It was a soul band, and soul was like his love, was soul music. And his friend David Morris was a part of this band, but tragedy struck when the lead singer left and Morris went on to be a hairdresser.
Wait, like he changed careers and became a hairdresser?
Yes. So Richard is sitting here like, but I don't want the band to break up. So he became the lead singer for his band. And that was when he got discovered and his career in music and everything began.
Nice.
So Whenever You Need Somebody was his first success, but he wanted to get away from the pop sound of Whenever You Need Somebody, because Whenever You Need Somebody is poppy as hell. So I'm going to warn you about that right now.
Can you break off a piece for me?
No.
Damn it. Okay.
So and like I said, Whenever You Need Somebody was written in conjunction with Stock, Aiken, and Waterman. And he changed things up a little with Hold Me in Your Arms, which was his next and last collaboration with Stock, Aiken, and Waterman. And then he was like, you know what? No, I don't want to do this stuff anymore. I want to do soul. So he did soul music and did that for like the late 90s and stuff. And then, or not late 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And then 1994, he decided to retire from music and from all of this. And then in 2000, he went, nah, I'm gonna get back into it.
I miss it.
Yeah, but he had a really great private life. He's got a wonderful family. Everything's kind of been going pretty good for this dude. He actually had a performance recently at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. But you don't like parades, so you probably didn't see him perform. But it was actually a scene from Whenever You Need Somebody. Yeah.
No, it's not that I don't like parades. It's that I don't like crowds and large gatherings of people. Mm-hmm. And I also don't like the outside.
Yeah.
So to go to a parade involves all of those things. Mm-hmm. And because we also don't have, like, regular TV. So
that too.
We don't watch, like, parades on TV.
Mm-mm. Honestly, I kind of got sick of parades, and because it wasn't me lining things up. That was a fun thing for Mama Kay to show you the other day. Mm-hmm. But yeah, when I'm not in control of lining things up in a parade, then I don't really enjoy it. But
Control freak.
I like things in nice lines. Neat, orderly lines. But, yeah, no, I didn't actually get to see this performance when it happened, but I've seen video of it.
Okay.
But we're not gonna be watching that one. We're gonna be watching the original. So.
Okay.
Yep. So, are you ready to check it out?
You are giving me surprisingly little to go off of, which just makes my anxiety start to, like, bubble. I'm like, oh god, what is Kay subjecting me to?
Are you ready? Or do you want to stall a little bit longer?
Stall a little bit longer how?
I don't know.
No, I guess not.
All right. Let's go watch Whenever You Need Somebody.
Kay has a scary look, you guys.
Hey, Warren.
Hey, Kay.
Do you know what time it is?
Is it time to thank our favorite people in the whole world?
Heck yeah! Today, we would like to thank our stage crew sponsor, Jasmine Wu.
And our producer circle sponsors, Bianucci, Reagan, and Taylor Brandt.
Thank you all so much for your support of our show.
We truly appreciate it.
Feeling better for me is top priority, mentally, physically, and emotionally. They all work together. Talking about the things that we all may experience, but just don't quite know how to say, really opens up some new dialogue and perspective. That's the goal here. Sometimes you gotta see yourself a little bit better and leave yourself alone because there are other people who see you for exactly who you are. And that's all good. We stay elevated here. But even Dr. Jekyll had a dark side. I mean, who doesn't love a good story to make the hairs on their arms stand up? I started to walk a little faster, just figuring if it was probably someone trying to scare me. It was like a hazing, but this didn't feel right. Night Owl is the hangout for those horror fans looking for a little bump in the night. Monday motivation, Friday frights. We like balance here, and the Bird Brain Podcast has it all. Take flight. Sleep tight.
And now, the lights are going down and the music's starting back up, so let's head back to the second act of our show. So babe, we've known each other for so long. How did you feel about that?
I love you. And I'm never gonna give you up. I hope I never let you down. I promise I'll never run around and desert you. I'll never make you cry. I'll never say goodbye. I'll never tell a lie and hurt you. 'Cause you and I, Kay, we're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. The full commitment's what I'm thinking of. That's why I put a ring on it.
I love you.
So Kay fucking rickrolled me, you guys. That's why Kay was so goddamn secretive. Holy shit. So I'm going to give you guys the play-by-play because Kay is so devious, you guys.
This is my favorite prank to pull. I love it.
Because Kay was like, we could watch it, on my laptop. And I was like, oh, well, is it not streamable? She's like, well, no, it's streamable. I was like, okay, well, let's go, let's watch it on the couch, watch it on the TV, She's like, oh, okay, and kind of thing. She's like, but I don't want you to get any spoilers, so you can't look at the TV, and all this other stuff. I was like, oh, okay, grabbed her a drink, grabbed myself a drink, used the bathroom before getting ready to sit down to watch this surprise musical. Kay had turned the TV off, got the video queued up, turned the TV off, and was like, I took no chances. Are you ready? I was like, I don't know, but I trust you. Big mistake. Kay then turns on the TV, and I am immediately greeted with the dated visage of Rick Astley.
Richard Paul Astley.
And his trolling classic, Never Gonna Give You Up. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Okay.
Off of the album, Whenever You Need Somebody.
Whenever You Need Somebody. Oh, man. And I just started laughing. Because Kay was so funny, too. I was like, do I need to get my laptop to take notes? And Kay was like, I don't think you're going to need notes for this. And I was like, man, this is going to be one bizarre show if Kay's like, nope, don't even worry about taking notes.
We don't need notes.
Where we're going, we don't need notes. That was, and then you sent my drugs flying.
I'm sorry. I needed my ginger ale.
That was hilarious. That was great.
Thank you.
You were so funny. I had no idea what to expect. I thought it was gonna be some super bizarre, nonsensical musical that I was gonna struggle to put into words. Mm-hmm. And you just rickrolled me.
Yep.
You just rickrolled me.
Yep. Gonna have to top that next year. Not sure
man.
how.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.
That was great.
Oh, man. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed the Rickroll.
I did. I have never enjoyed being Rickrolled so much in my life.
And then we Rickrolled our audience.
Yep, too bad we can't play the song.
Nah. I mean, if I knew for sure that Rick Astley would get money, because it's one of those things.
Not from us, because we can't pay him.
No, but, it's one of those things where, when I was doing my research, because I did do research.
Oh yeah, hey, the video that we watched, the Rickroll one that we watched, it's 660 million views.
Yeah, he doesn't see money from those YouTube views on all the different Rickrolls that people have been doing. And it's one of those
poor guy.
Dude, someone needs to I don't know, make sure he gets that money.
He needs some of that internet money.
He needs some of that internet money.
But what's funny is that song gets a lot of grief. I actually really like that song.
I love that song.
I think it's a catchy song, and as you know, there've been times that I'll just kind of burst into song and sing bits of that because I don't know the whole song because Curse of the Witch.
Well, ever since the coronavirus thing, that's what we've been doing in the bathroom whenever we're washing our hands at work. Just never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
So yeah, I don't know anybody's paying. I'm sure everybody's been seeing the stuff with help prevent the spread of coronavirus. Make sure you wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. And at our work, they have, posters up in the bathroom because we work with disgusting animals who don't know how to wash their hands normally. They got to wait for a pandemic before they will wash their hands. But they're saying, wash at least 20 seconds or sing Happy Birthday twice. And Kay was finding things that were like, if you're tired of singing Happy Birthday, do these other songs, which are about 20 seconds. And I swear, I'm getting to the point where I'm just going to start singing in the bathroom at work. Just, never gonna give you up while I'm soaping my hands. Gotta keep that virus away. Gonna dry my hands, try not to touch my face. Oh God, I touched my face. I failed. I touch my face a lot.
Yeah.
I can't help not, because I play with my mustache, or I scratch my eye, or my nose. I can't not.
Yeah.
It's compulsory.
No, it's cool, but Rickrolling is one of my favorite things to do because it's so harmless.
That's exactly
It
what I was
is
about
the
to
most
say.
harmless meme you can do.
It is an incredibly harmless prank because basically all you're doing is it's like a wild love song appeared. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's you're someone's expecting something, then you throw a random love song that might get stuck in their head if you're lucky.
Yeah, so instead of screamers, instead of saying like, hey,
I
I'm
hate
pregnant,
screamers.
instead of
Thank
doing
you for not doing shit like
yeah,
that.
hell no.
Oh man.
Hell no. Instead of doing stuff like that, just rickroll your friends.
Yeah.
That's all you need to
Way
do.
better.
Work it into your work email. Like, you know, hey, team, we are never going to give up this objective that we're hitting. We're never... Yes.
So-
Yes, we are. But, yeah, you know, just send out your work emails. Do that for April Fools. Don't do anything nasty. Don't do anything mean. Don't do anything that might hurt someone. No fake pregnancy tests. No fake engagements or fake marriages or anything like that. Just rickroll your friends. That's my PSA for April Fool's Day.
That's fair.
Yep.
There you go.
And also celebrate people who were born on April Fool's Day and celebrate them with something really nice because they were born on April Fool's Day. And, I mean, my bird was born on April Fool's Day.
Yeah, your baby boy Kira.
My baby boy was born on April Fool's Day, and he tricked everyone into thinking he was a girl bird.
April Fools.
April Fool's, he was not. But, yeah.
Oh man, I feel like this immense weight has fallen off my shoulders because I was legit worried about what you had in store for me. And I love that you know I'm so musically challenged. You could tell me like the name of Rick as like the people and stuff, and I'm like, okay, sure, yep. I'm okay. Like no brain cells were bumping into each other and going, hey, maybe. Hey, if you
Yeah.
pay attention. Hey, you know what? Hey, stupid. Like,
Richard Paul A., why are you not saying the last name? But,
even if you'd said Richard Paul Astley, I
Yeah.
probably would not have
oh
made the
man,
connection of Rick
dang,
Astley.
should have done that. But what's great though is I was worried when I said Dick Splatsley
That name still.
because that was a name
So mature.
that he published under because I want to say it was like a German magazine or something wrote his name wrong.
Oh, instead of
Rick Astley went Dick Spatsley or Splatsley, and so he was just like, okay, fine, I co-wrote a song with Dick Spatsley.
I wrote a song with me and myself.
Yep. So yeah,
And Ricardo Splatzneo. That's the name he went under in Latin America. I don't know. That was a really shitty joke.
that was a weird joke,
But I was committed to it because I'm never going to give up on my bad jokes.
and it will never let me down when you tell them. Oh man, so yeah, that was Happy April Fools!
Bravo to you, Kay.
Thank you.
Bravo to you.
Thanks.
I applaud your commitment to the time-honored tradition of pranks, but your kind-hearted not abuse of my trust.
Absolutely. My years of pranking in the immature ways are long gone. High school, I was not as good with my pranks. But when you're a high school kid, you're kind of dumb.
Well, but the thing is, too, is I'm sure that your pranks that you're thinking of are not as bad as you probably think they are.
I don't know, they were pretty shitty pranks. Like, I would have just these one moments where I'd be like, I can be like you other assholes. I can be an asshole like you today. And then
I'm one of
tomorrow I'll
the-
be back to being nice.
I'm one of the normal kids for today.
Yep, pretty much. So, yeah. So, next week, we really will do a real musical. I want us to do a Sondheim show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me, or is it going to be a surprise?
Yes, we're gonna do Sunday in the Park with George.
Oh, cool. That's the painting one, right?
Yes. Yes.
I've I barely know anything about this show. Mm-hmm. I know it's about a painting as well as about the painter.
Yes.
And I've heard that it's kind of weird.
Yes. Yes, it is. That's kind of the case with Sondheim, though, is that there's a little bit off about the stories, but, like, it's so good that you're okay with it.
I mean, I liked, Jesus. Into the Woods.
Mm-hmm. And Sweeney Todd. You were okay with West Side Story, but that was baby Sondheim.
I mean, I did like West Side Story.
Baby Sondheim.
The parts about West Side Story that I didn't... But then again, I'm not a huge fan of Romeo and Juliet story, period.
No.
And then too much ballet for me in that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch Sunday in the Park with George. You get to see a real musical.
Yay! Rather than, like, Wednesday Evening with Warren.
Oh, Wednesday Evening with Warren is always nice.
Afternoon delight.
So thank you all for listening today. For this shortened episode of Tone Deaf.
April Fool's! Ha ha ha!
Yeah, next week will not be this short, but I couldn't figure out a way to really stretch out a Rickroll, so...
But I would like to wish happy birthday once again to our friends
Yes.
Isaiah Frizzell and Queen Jess.
Happy birthday!
And I want to say, just so that they don't think that I'm a creeper, I've been getting caught up on Isaiah's podcast, the Burn Brain podcast, and he makes mention on one of his episodes that he's a April Fool's baby, and he says that he has that in common with Jess, and so that's the only reason that I know. And so I want to wish you two a happy birthday because of that.
Warren is totally not outside your room right now digging through your trash.
Tattletale? I mean, not. Yes, not. Totally didn't go to LA to be a creep.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, thank you all so much for listening. If you want to get in contact with us, you can go to our website, tonedeafmusical.com.
Where we got links to all of our social media stuffs, like the Instagrams and the Twitters and the Facebooks, and as well as our Gmail. And we also have links to our Patreon and Coffee if you want to help support the show and go into the cost of the upkeep and all that fun stuff.
We also have a link to the Cast Junkie Discord server where you can find our Not Safe for Work channel, as well as you can see Isaiah's channel for the Bird Brain podcast, as well as many, many other great shows. So
yeah.
Join us.
Join us.
In the Cast Junkie Discord server.
Join us.
Da server.
Join us.
I am too tired to sing.
Blingity bling.
So thank you all so much. That'll be it for this week.
I'm not Kay.
And I'm not Warren.
And this has been Tone Deaf.